Hey Eurovision fam, it's Alesia Michelle, and this is so exciting because this is one of my favorite videos. Obviously, it's one of the first little peeks that you can get into what I'm actually loving this year so far. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle.
Hey girl.
I'm ready to go.
How you feeling?
Eurovision fam. Are you ready for the show? If you've never been to my channel before, welcome. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest, you're gonna love my channel, so please take this opportunity to like this video and to subscribe. Now, before we get into my top 10 for now, I'm gonna do a little bit of disclaimers. Because every year I do this video, people have a tendency to do the same things. And so I'm gonna try to prevent that by giving this little disclaimer right now. It is 9:23 a.m. February 20th, 2023. Do not show up in here April 2nd being like, where is this song? Where is this song? Where is this song? I am only talking about the songs that we have right now, as of now, February 20th, 9:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? As much as I like to tell y'all that I'm a little bit psychic, I am not that psychic, okay? I cannot rank songs and countries that I don't know yet. Like, who can do that? Maybe we need to get Miss Cleo up in here because maybe she could do that for you. So do not come here March 20th talking about where's this song? Where's this song? Guess what? I didn't have them. February 20th, 9:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Secondly, this is not my ranking of how I think these songs will do at Eurovision. This is my personal ranking. This is just what I am bumping in the car. This is what I am liking to see when the video pops up. These are just the songs that I really like. So these are not my predictions. If you're wondering how a song or how I think a song will perform at Eurovision, you'd be better off looking at a reaction video. Okay, but now that we got the business out of the way, check out my top 10 for now. I'm gonna show you little clips, my full ranking for now, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, I'm sure you're freaking out because you're probably thinking to yourself, where's this song? Where's this song? Where's this song? Well, the way that I put this together, and I will say, normally because I'm not following the national selections, I'd already be listening to the Eurovision playlist pretty heavy, but I haven't this year. This year, I've still been listening to a lot of the songs from the national selections. So honestly, the way that I put this together was I bathed myself in these songs. You know, I gave myself a solid 3 hours to watch the performances and the music videos for the songs, whatever was sort of available on the internet. And I just listened to them. I took my notes, I sort of categorized them. So the way that I broke this down was I put all the songs that I kind of put a star by, the songs that I was like, okay, I really like this song. And then I kind of categorized them. And the categories that I used, I had fun, meditative, new, aka fresh, like songs that felt like now. And then I had my songs that I put in kind of the Eurovision package, where I was like, it's not just the song, it's kind of the song that you have to consume with the performance a little bit. So it's kind of the songs that I probably wouldn't hear just on the radio. They're the songs that I'm like, ooh, this is kind of like what I come to Eurovision for. So there were two songs that I was thinking would be in my top 10 that just didn't make it, but I'm not saying that I'm ruling them out, and I'm not saying that these couldn't possibly become top 10 at Eurovision. And those songs are Estonia's song, Alika, Bridges, and France's song, Zarra, Evidemment. With France's song, I just think maybe I haven't had enough time with it, to be honest. On first listen, I was like, this is something that feels like it would end up in my personal top 10. But right now, it's just not cracking through right now. Alika Bridges, I've had this song actually for quite some time because, again, I've been listening to the national selections and I just had to be real and honest with myself. And it's just the fact that I really have been skipping it on my national selections playlist because I want to get to another song. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't like this song. It just means that I think I like some other songs more. And so I will even tell you, I moved it around in the playlist because I'm like, I don't dislike this song. This is a song I actually kind of want to listen to. So I ended up moving it around on the playlist because I was like, at one point it was right before Heute Mut. And I just really like that song, so I've just been like, girl, we gonna have to wait on these bridges and get to Heute Mut. You know what I mean? So I just been skipping it really just for that reason. But again, when we start talking about my predictions for Eurovision, I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard for me to see a ranking without Estonia kind of in play. So it's just not in my personal top 10 right now. Same thing with France. I could see France edging up, okay? I could see it edging up for me. I think I just haven't had that much time. The song dropped yesterday. So I do think that this song has some stick now that I've received it. Because I'll tell you, this morning when I woke up, Evidemment, the song was stuck in my head. So although after my first listen, I kind of, it didn't stick, I then went to bed, waking up, listening to it. So that tells you something. Now I'll talk about quickly the 4 songs that are not represented here on this list. Ireland is not represented here on this list. It's just not really my type of music. You know, I'm not really one for the message songs for the most part. It's just not really my thing. And although I don't think that this song is DOA, and I definitely think Ireland has a shot of qualifying this year, y'all can quote me on that. I definitely think Ireland has a shot at qualifying. It's just not my personal taste, and it's not really what I come to Eurovision for. So that's why it's not showing up here. Belgium Song. Belgium Song is a song that I will be playing in my car, okay? I haven't really started listening to it yet because, again, I'm still stuck in the national selections and I did not follow Belgium's national selection. Unfortunately, I know a lot of y'all were telling me I should have. But look, they came too early for me, maybe. Maybe that's what I'm saying. I was already bathing in Estonia. I was already bathing in Albania. So I don't know. Like, Belgium just sort of came. It maybe went too fast and it missed me a little bit. So Belgium Song, I do know once I start listening to the Eurovision playlist, I know that this is a song that I will be consuming. True story. Like, I said that even in my reaction video. Now, am I worried about its chances to qualify? Absolutely. I'm definitely worried about its chances to qualify. But I know that I will be bumping it in my car. Y'all was trying to beat me up because I said I didn't know if it would qualify. But y'all missed the fact that I said, I was like, no, this is a song that I will listen to. Okay, like, this is a song I will listen to. Croatia's song, it's a song that I will not listen to. It's just not my cup of tea. And, you know, it's so crazy because some people were talking about, like, oh, this song is just above you or whatever. We've had some pretty deep songs at Eurovision, and I like Out of the Box. But this one is just not. I think it's almost like the verse, the mama. It's too monotonous. It's just not pulling me in. I actually like the chorus on the song, and obviously, like I said in the video, I like the full package. If I'm watching the video and it, I actually am like, oh, this makes sense to me. But again, for the car, for my personal taste, no, I'm not listening to this track. You can beat me up all you want. I really don't care. You can fight for your life in the comments. Like, if you want to not like me because I don't like something that you love, that's weird to me. That's just weird energy. It's weird energy. Romania. The only thing about this song, because sonically, I actually really like this song. I just wish I wouldn't have seen the visual because now when I listen to it, I see the performance. And I deeply want him to mix up the staging. And it's weird because I sort of had the same issue with Romania's song last year where I just was like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have seen the live performance of it. This one, I think I like the song more than what Romania gave us last year. Like, this song actually, like, in the car, it bumps. So Romania's song, I think if we get slightly different staging on the stage at Eurovision, this song could definitely be cracking it up there for me because it's really good. Okay, so now the fun part where I get to explain to you my top 10. Kicking it off, and And I will just say, I'm going to break this down with sort of like, you know, on the betting odds, how they have like most likely like the buzz is making it go up or like it's like going to go down or whatever. So I'm going to tell y'all, because let me just say this. My top 4 right now, I don't see any of those songs falling out of my top 10 for Eurovision this year. I'm just going to start off and say that. I just think that those 4 are solidly going to stick around for me. And this year at Eurovision, I was thinking we were going to have a super strong year. And ultimately, I don't think that we have a weak year. I think we actually have, like, it hit me this weekend when I was listening to the songs. This is actually reminding me of 2020. There's like a handful, and I mean, obviously, this is so far because it's February 20th, 9:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This could change because we've got some songs coming out that could really arrest us and put us into a category where we're talking about it being a strong year. But as of now, the sense that I am getting is that this is like a 2020 year. We're going to have a handful of really good songs, maybe like 10, 11, 12 really, really good songs, and then everything else is going to be kind of mid-table. You know, nothing really, like, and if we have bad songs, there might be like maybe 4 or 5 really bad songs that it's just like, no, I don't know why this is at Eurovision. Like, maybe that's how I'll react to it, is like, okay, there's like solidly 5, like, ooh, no, I'm not feeling these. And then everything else is like, it's not bad. It's just sort of floating in this very sonically pleasing, really good. Nothing I can say terribly wrong with it. But no, it's not like exemplary. It's lacking that sort of unique, special quality to make it feel like, ooh, this is like a Eurovision winning entry. Because I do feel like with 2020, I don't think that it was a super strong year for Eurovision. But I think some people think, well, if everything else, if we have like 10 solidly really good songs and then everything else is mid-table as opposed to being bad, then maybe that's a strong year. I disagree. I disagree with that assessment personally, because I look at like Eurovision 2021 in particular, and I go, there were like solidly 20 Eurovision winning songs, like just solidly 20 songs. And then out of that 20, probably 15 of those, I would have been like, yeah, go on and let it win. Go on and let it win. It's Eurovision 2021. We're just bathing in quality. That to me feels like a strong year, when it's like the bulk of songs in our grand final are just like, you know, just like, this could win. Like, will it win? No. But like, could it win in another year? Yes. Is this a Eurovision winning song? Yes. So that's the way that I look at it. Let me start off and talk about my number 10. Lithuania. Y'all, this song probably won't stay in my top 10. I think some other countries might come out with something that could edge this song up. But it's hitting me in a place that I needed. When I listened to this song again after my reaction, I actually got a little bit emotional. And y'all know, I'm not really a message song person, but I am like, sometimes the message is hitting right and the song is good. And that's really my critique of message songs. Sometimes I think when people have message songs, then they get lazy with everything else. They're just like, well, it's about this and this, so you should like it. Why? I was like, how about you write a good song and then I'll like it? I'd rather a song about nothing that's good than a message song about something that's bad. You know what I mean? How dare you have such a meaningful message and then put it in this, like, you know, dink package. You know what I mean? So Lithuania right now is just, it's feeling like a message song. It's feeling like this heartfelt, like, personal song. But it feels good. It feels like the package is good. It's just hitting me in the right way. The vocal is good. I'm not even listening to the studio cut. I'm literally listening to the live performance. That vocal was tight. It was together. Yeah. Yeah, it's hitting me. It's hitting me in the place that it needs to hit. But I will say, I don't know if it'll last for me. Malta. This one probably won't stay in my top 10. But I do think it'll be lingering in a top format for me. Hey, do you want to dance? It's funky. It's executed well. I love the acts the way that they're sort of telling the story on the stage, it just feels cool. It feels now. And it's one of those things, it feels cool without trying to be cool. Because it's kind of like, look, like, we're just doing this and like, we don't care. Like, you can judge it. But, like, we're cool. I'm really, really liking what Malta is doing this year. They're having a little bit of fun. They're not taking themselves too seriously. And I so appreciate that. Next up is Albania. And I have this, like, it could tick up for me or it could tick down for me, depending upon how the revamp comes together. Now, let's be real. We know that Sasha's going to be staging this. So, like, chances are this is going to be delivered really well live on stage. It just, the ethnic beginning, the chills, the drama in the song. And it's interesting because I feel like the drama in bridges, I don't know, because I just might not want to be in this narrative piece. So I don't really like the drama maybe in Estonia's. But, like, the drama in Albania's, I'm like, yes, girl. You know, I just do it. I'm compelled. I am compelled. But I also could see maybe the revamp making the production of this maybe feel more dated for me. I don't know. I think ultimately Albania's could tick up for me, or it could tick down for me. And maybe it just comes down to some other countries delivering things I like more. But right now it's in my top 10 and I'm kind of feeling like it could possibly stay there. Denmark. Y'all are going to beat me up on this one. But let me be real. The young man needs to improve his live vocal immediately. Immediately. Okay? He's doing enough. And honestly, I think this song is in my top 10 just based off the strength of the song and the studio cut. I'm not trying to love you, but I'm scared of breaking my heart. Hey, it's like, it's got a funky piece to it. It feels very now. This feels very current. I think just that the pairing of the stage show where it just feels youthful, it also feels like, yeah, this is kind of what the kids are doing right now. But I think a lot of it is just the studio cut. I really like listening to it in my car. And it is sticky. The minute I heard it, I never really forgot it. It has been one of those songs that has just followed me. But I recognize that this song, I put a little down arrow by it because this one could easily fall out of my top 10. It definitely could. Or maybe stay in my top 10, but it's definitely not solidly my number 7. It could tick down for sure. Latvia. Look, I have been listening to this song since I did the reaction to Latvia's national selection. This is one of the songs that stood out to me. I just think it's good. I think it's really good. I am worried for it. I am preparing myself to not see it advance. I think it could end up becoming too low-key for some people, but I really like it. I really, really like it. This is a song I would listen to even if it wasn't in this Eurovision mix. And again, like, I've had the song for a while, and it's solidly a song that I don't want to skip. Like, there have been times where I have skipped it, just to be honest. I liked Inspo better in the car. I even like Patricia's Hush better in the car. But again, it's still a song that I like listening to. It's still a song I look forward to. And after that live performance at Latvia's national selection, I was like, oh, I like it more. But again, I don't know if this is going to stick around with me. So I definitely have a down arrow by it because I just think there are some other songs that might come out that are already percolating in the national selections that might end up just like debuting on my list at number 3. You know, debuting on my list at number 4, thus pushing everything else down. My number 5 is Norway, and I sort of have a down arrow by Norway. Here's the thing. I put an asterisk by Norway because I think that Norway will forever be in my top 10 this year. Like, I could see it ticking down, but I don't see it moving out of my top 10. Honestly, my daughter is not going to let me let this song go. If I probably didn't have a child, I might let this song go. I won't be able to do that because when it comes up in the playlist, JoJo's like, again. When the video shows up on the TV, she is dancing. Y'all, she is putting her hand out and doing the pop. I am telling you, I'm going to film a video. Next time she does it, I'm going to film a video because she is doing the choreography. Look, Alessandra's vocal abilities are unparalleled. I don't love the vocal tone on the track as it stands right now. I think we need to bring the vocal here a little bit more forward with our placement. But that does not deny that this woman is a singer, okay? Like, she is a vocalist. She's a vocalist. That's why I'm like, you can pull the vocal a little bit forward. I like the song. Her name is she, Queen of the Kings. You know, she is doing it. And that note at the end, are you kidding me? Although I think it will tick down for me, possibly, because again, there are some songs percolating in the national selections that I know are going to debut at 3, could debut at 1, could debut at 2. You know what I'm saying? So this one will tick down, but I know that it is not going to leave my top 10 for Eurovision 2023. It's just, I don't see it happening for me. At number 4, it's Czech Republic, Czechia. I remember when they first did the name change, a lot of people were talking about it and I remember it. But then like at Eurovision, it was still Czech Republic. So I guess we're going with Czechia. That song I think is going to tick up for me, y'all. I think as we get closer to Eurovision, it might tick up for me. The rap portion still, but then the balance of the chorus, y'all. It's just that chorus. My sister's crown, don't take it down. It's just, yeah, that one I see ticking up for me. In third position, I have Slovenia. And I actually don't have an arrow up or down for it. Because for me, I just feel like this has to stay top 5 for me, to a certain degree. This song just feels so catchy. It feels so fresh. I just love the groove of it. I saw that live performance, y'all, and they are so talented. They are so talented. And the song just feels so right. Again, it's got that perfect pairing of throwback feel and current. That is a very difficult thing to do. Måneskin has done it a little bit. I almost think, I'm going to say it, I think Joker Out might almost be doing it a little bit better. Dare I say that? Dare I say that? There's something about this song that feels familiar and still so fresh. Kudos, Slovenia. The internal selection clearly has treated y'all right this year. This year. And honestly, Europe, if you're looking for some fun, I think I would be submitting my tickets to Slovenia this year if I was really looking for fun. Number 2 is Ukraine. I have a down arrow by Ukraine. Ukraine, it's been sticking with me. It's still one of my most played Eurovision 2023 songs, somewhat because of the timing, but also like I don't think I've ever skipped it. I have never ever skipped this song when it comes up in the playlist. Ever. And I just don't see myself getting to a place where I will. I know that some people in the fandom like don't feel this song. Sorry, can't relate. Sorry, can't relate. This is like the stuff I would listen to outside of Eurovision. It just feels current. Again, I mentioned Labyrinth. It's there. It's staying. Here we are. Spain is my number 1. Everything about it is perfect. I don't know what else to say. Spain is my number 1. It's, again, it's just going to be real hard for this to leave my number 1 spot. There's maybe one song, maybe 2. There's maybe 2 songs that could knock it from my number 1 position in the national selections, percolating. And there's maybe one country that could possibly debut as my number 1. Maybe. But right now, Spain is solidly my number 1. Okay, that was my top 10. What's your top 10 so far for Eurovision 2023? Please drop down and talk to me in the comments below. Do you think I'm crazy because of my top 10? That's okay too. Drop down and tell me how crazy I am in the comments below. I'm not crazy. So, you can fight for your life in those comments, telling everyone how bad my taste is. Fight for your life. Fight for your life. Because my taste is my taste. It's allowed to be. It's my personal top 10. This is not what I think is going to happen at Eurovision. But Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I have so much content coming for you. Thank you for watching. Bye.